Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy in context to what we learn that America is owed from Britain from the incredible Netflix's The Crown Season 6. I don't really like documentaries, and I don't like a lot of historical narratives. And so I really skipped The Crown for a long time, but I decided to watch it. And specifically, the reason I decided to watch it was because Grace Randolph said, hey, season 6 is all about Diana's death. And you could jump in and you can watch this season by itself. It's 4 episodes long. I highly recommend what Grace said. It's self-contained, and it's not a bunch of crusty old history that, doesn't matter anymore. And it's really about the events of our life, because the death of Princess Diana and the betrayal of Princess Diana at every level by King Charles, who is then Prince Charles. I will say King Charles going forward, is staggering, and it really is relevant to our time. So let me explain why if you watch Netflix's The Crown season 6, which is about the death of Diana and how the British royal family processed it, and frankly how King Charles is 100% to blame, 100% to blame for the death of Princess Diana, which I think is made extremely clear, in my humble opinion, and I think is made extremely clear by season 6 of The Crown. Why that now means that Britain owes us a cultural debt, and Vivek Ramaswamy is exactly the person to collect that cultural debt, okay? And I'll tell you what that debt should be paid in land. We'll get there. All right. So basically, why is King Charles 100% responsible for the death of Princess Diana? Well, Queen Elizabeth in the show says it. She says, listen, she says right to King Charles, who's then Prince Charles. She's like, listen, Princess Diana was one of the most stunning, human beings to ever hit the earth. There's no reason, and she did nothing but love you. And then you were like, listen, let me take this girl who was born to be a princess, who the world loves, and trade her for somebody else's wife, and shatter 2 families. That's what Queen Elizabeth said. She's like, Prince Charles, you're shattering two families, and nobody knows why. You're trading Princess Diana for consort Camilla Bowles, who's already married to another man, right? So you choosing to love her destroys your family, which you have 2 boys, William and Harry, right? And you will destroy them. And the movie even shows they are completely broken by their father's incredible selfishness, right? And you will destroy Diana, and and you will destroy Camilla Bowles' family completely, right? In reputation, everything. You are getting, a nickel and trading an American Gold Eagle for it. Like, what are you doing, right? And she was right to the extent of everything she said. She just didn't go far enough. What she should have added on this is, you will kill her, right? And that's exactly what he did, right? If Prince Charles had kept the princess the world chose, right, rather than this sad sack, I can marry a divorced woman too, like I can marry a woman, somebody else's wife, and be happy, right? And he wasn't even happy. Like, he got nothing. He got nothing, right? Like, he had the world and he traded it to get nothing, right? Like it. And here's the thing: if he had kept both the Bowles family intact, and if Camilla had kept the Bowles family intact, right, by not, engaging in this outrageously destructive relationship, which really clearly destroyed the United Kingdom, scarred the world, and killed the woman who was most born to ever be a princess, who the world saw as a princess, right? He killed her, in my humble opinion, because if he had remained married to her, she would have never been in Paris, pursued by paparazzi to get a picture of her and Dodi Fayed kissing. They would have never died. right? Dodi Fayed would be alive today, right? And we'd enjoy more of his films. And Princess Diana would be alive today, right? And United Kingdom wouldn't be weeping to this day over her death. Like, King Charles was 100% responsible for the death of Princess Diana, I think, in my humble opinion. And I think Netflix's season 6 of The Crown proves that, right? All right. That means, right, that Britain owns America a cultural debt. Well, you're saying, wait, Scott, she was a British princess. No, you can check that noise. We have had to take possession of Harry. King Charles destroyed his son so thoroughly, right, that he did not feel comfortable in the United Kingdom. And we have to take care of Prince Harry today, right? Harry is an American prince with an American son who will be the first American king to sit on the British throne. Prince Archie, look it up, right? So we are holding their bag because of Prince Charles's outrageous selfishness, horrible cruelty, right? Prince Charles is 100% responsible for the death of Princess Diana. That situation would never have happened without his cruelty, his selfishness, his abominable behavior, right? There you go, right? And so, and since we've had to pick up the pieces and have had to console Prince Harry and give him a livable nation, right? He lives in America now because the UK says, get out, get out. Our king has said that you're a disgusting child that he doesn't want, right? And he never said those words to him, but he said it by killing his mother, right? Like that, in my humble opinion. So what is the cultural debt that we should get paid back? Here you go. 51st state. America needs new land in Europe, right? And we can't go to war for it. That's not appropriate. That's not human. That's not caring. That's not humane, right? So I think Prince Charles should give us Northern Ireland as the 51st state of America. And I think this would really work well because, one, he owes it to us, and it would be an appropriate apology to America for having to pick up the pieces for his outrageous behavior to Princess Diana, right? And literally for her death, right? And he owes that to us because we've had to pick up the pieces of it. We have, right? Prince Harry was broken over this, right? And America has had to pick up the bill culturally, literally, right? For that, right? For his selfishness, right? Now, why North Ireland? Because they don't want to be part of the United Kingdom anyway, right? Like, so Southern Ireland has already broken out, right? And it's not part of the United Kingdom. And Northern Ireland never, ever, ever seems to have a kind word or happiness about being in the United Kingdom, right? They very much seem like they want to be independent, right? And they're never going to be independent. They've tried many times, right? So this would work, right? Because America would love to have Northern Ireland and have our first state, our 51st state, and our first state on the European continent, right? And this would work out great. And it would be appropriate reparations to America for us picking up this cultural bill for King Charles, right? So Vivek Ramaswamy can talk about this week. It will absolutely dominate, right, the news cycle, which he needs right now. This is a win-win for everybody, right? King Charles pays back America for picking up the cultural check for his outrageous treatment of Princess Diana, which in my humble opinion clearly led to her death. I think season 6 of that, I'd say that's the entire point of Netflix's season 6 of The Crown, is to show that Prince Charles was responsible. In the show, they say afterwards, they're like, what have you felt since she died? He said, nothing but regret. Of course, because it's 100% your fault and you know it, right? Like, you know, so in order to pay us back the cultural due, right? You should absolutely give, Britain should give Northern Ireland to America as our 51st state. Ireland will be more happy, America will be more happy, and the British people can feel good that they've paid their debt. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.